Hello and welcome to another episode of Otakuology Podcast Live. I'm your host, Otaku Mike, and with me as always is Jen. He might be involved with Skynet Graves. And today we're talking about something that I feel like has taken the anime stream, I guess, or fandom by storm within the past, couple of hours, maybe? Couple of days?
Yeah, I'd say past couple of days, like a
Past
week,
couple of days.
like a week at most.
Yeah, I would say less than a week, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
So,
it's just catching on more.
I think so, I think so, and I have to say I am very baffled that Amazon thought this was a good idea.
See, I want to know if it's a ploy. I want to know if it's a ploy.
A ploy for what?
A ploy for like, hey buddy, I know you put out this really shitty like dub of things because you used AI. I'll do it for like half my price.
I don't know.
You know,
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, so we're obviously talking about the Amazon AI artificial intelligence dubs that have been going around the interwebs. What do they say? They dubbed Banana Fish, ReZero, was it No Game No Life Zero, the movie, I think it was, and then Vinland Saga is what they dubbed.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
only seen the dub for Banana Fish. I haven't seen like just the clips that I saw today. Just the clips that I saw today. I haven't seen the ones for the other ones. And my
Yeah.
first thought is Banana Fish is like over 10 years old. I know it got released over here. I know the manga got released over here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it ever got dubbed over here. So this might be the only dub we get for Banana Fish, which it's not my cup of tea, to be honest. But for people who like dubs, this is gonna be a sad. I wonder if. Do you think they're gonna go and change the dubs now because people are saying they're shit?
They're gonna have to. I
You think
mean,
so?
yeah, because if not, there's no point of putting it out because they're just going to keep getting bad publicity from it. I think that you know it was something that they did, maybe thinking like, let's see how this works, and we'll just put it out, and it bombed really hard. Um, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how you could put something out as like certain big companies and think like it's going to be okay without like anything happening and go, yeah, let's do this. Like, because we've had a lot of other like AI things pop up where, hey, this is whatever it is, and it will be a song or art that was done, and a lot of people have
Yeah.
already like been on those boats of, hey, well, we don't want that anymore. We don't want,
Or
you
recently,
know,
have you heard about the AI song? It was the AI country song that charted the tops or charted the top 100.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's a song. I don't remember what the song name is. It happened a couple weeks ago, and this guy, I don't know if it was a guy or what, but somebody made a song, made a country song using AI and put it like on Spotify or whatever, and it started charting like the music charts.
Yeah,
Like it became really popular and stuff. And apparently, like this AI, it's not saying like pop star or something, got like a multi-million-dollar contract, which is weird. Like we're so against AI, but would you consider like Hatsune Miku AI, or they're like, do you think there are real people behind the music for Hatsune Miku? Like, do you think that's different?
yeah. If there's actually people doing it and just like auto tuning themselves up,
Yeah,
I think that's totally different than something else. I mean, See, the other thing is with AI, I know that we have this stuff where we're trying not to say certain things, but I also know that a lot of it is all toting a fine line. Uh,
I think we've gone over that fine line with AI, to be honest.
yeah, but it almost reminds me of the thing with Spotify where there was that one kind of like pretty prestigious band that ended up making like an album where every song was like, or every song on the album was like 7 seconds, and they
Yeah.
were asking everybody, "Hey, could you go on and like download it?" And so everybody just kept like playing it over and over again. And at the time for Spotify, whenever you did that for this one thing, every time it played a song, they got so many cents off of it. So it was like, I think 2 cents every time the song got listened to. And these guys came out with like over thousands of dollars and stuff because all their fans kept like putting this on repeat, listening to it. And obviously, it was before Spotify could do anything, but they basically hustled Spotify for all that. Um,
Yeah.
that's one
Go
of the
ahead.
things I kind of see like AI in. Like, sure, it's fine to like if I'm gonna make a ringtone for you, or if I'm gonna make some little BS like jingle or something like that. But if I'm trying to use it to actually like make big stomps of money over somebody else, I think that's where the problem in lies.
Yeah, I would say so. And it's just weird that a $1 billion company, over $1 billion, I would say,
Yeah.
is messing around with AI. And I don't know, they had to have known that this was going to crash and burn. Or maybe they didn't think anybody would fucking notice. But like,
Maybe so.
watching those clips, and it was the same clips like over and over and over again, which people see. I wanted to see like more clips,
Yeah.
or maybe even like watch it myself because we're both big dub fans over here on
Big
Otakuology.
dub.
Big dub, and like I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more of the dub, uh, and see like how it was and stuff because like a part of me thought like maybe it was just a bad translation. Maybe it was just like because at first when I saw it, I was like, no, this can't be AI. This can't be AI. And I thought maybe it was like a lot like those like the early dubs almost. Where
Yeah.
they had like the people who were just getting into voice acting or something like that. Or they had like a really, really like so like when Bandai of America or Bandai Entertainment, or also Bandai America, I believe, but entertainment specifically, when they would dub their stuff, specifically with Bang Zoom Entertainment, they would like do like a 1-to-1 translation. And
Yeah.
their dubs a lot of times for depending on what it was, sounded like unnatural, but it was like a 1-to-1 adaptation.
Yeah.
And but like it from Japanese to English, it's never going to be like a 1-to-1 translation, which we've had this talk before when it comes to dubs versus subs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like it's never a 1-to-1 translation. So like I just don't get it. Like I don't the AI does not have the years of experience of acting. One of the hardest things to do in acting is voice acting because you're using your voice. You're not using, you're not using all of you. You're just using your voice. You have to portray the scene and act with your voice, which is different with different inflections, different takes. Sometimes you might have a bad take, stuff like that. And to see this and to see I don't know if you saw the clip that I sent you, but the national like animation voice acting like people, I forget what they're called. I think they're called like Nava, I think they were called.
Hmm.
They like reached out and they were like, this is bad. Like we don't condone this type of thing, which you think about it, like animes change hands all the time, like from studio to studio. Usually, if the studio can get it from the other studios, like people will get like the previous dubbed work and put it on an anime. I don't see why they didn't do that with like Vinland Saga has a dub. I think No Game No Life has a dub. At least the TV series has a dub. Like, why didn't they just get the fucking dub that was already a thing?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing out of that for me is we know like a lot of different things
Yeah.
of, a lot of voice actors don't get paid what they're worth anyway. I mean, there are some of the really
No.
big ones that
Especially with
may do that.
Crunchyroll coming aboard,
Yeah.
like voice actors get paid shit nowadays from them. If you're
Yeah.
not in like a union, if you're not in like the union, like the Screen Actors Guild union, you're gonna get paid shit. Like,
Right.
we've heard
Yeah.
stories about people. What was it? The guy who did the dub for Mob from Mob Psycho.
Yes.
He got paid like really, really bad. Like, it was like, and it's sad. It's sad to see, that these really good actors are being treated like this, and then now they have to actually worry about AI taking their jobs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm I'm really curious if one like other like licensing studios will go down this road into the dubbing, like the AI dubbing.
I mean, I'm sure that they will try at some point because it seems like everybody, especially all of these big companies, they keep making the same mistakes. And it's like being a parent and you tell your kid, like, hey, don't put your hand on the stove because it's hot.
Yeah,
And they go, okay, psh, when
yeah,
a lot of people already talked about, like, hey, why would you do that?
yeah. I don't understand it. I think the outrage is warranted on this.
Yes.
Like, just like with the anime men.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's stuff that goes into like what you've put into it and everything.
Yeah,
And I think it shows. And if you're just trying to like save a buck and you think like, hey, if I do this through like AI or something, uh, like I said, you are bound to get burnt,
yeah,
you know. And there's certain things you can do like to save, like thinking about it like when we recorded like episode 2 Sakamoto Days, you could tell like the person that recorded it had kind of like either a weird room that they were in or something else. Like the voice acting for that one person didn't really come through that solid, which was one of my big gripes on the thing. Do you remember that it was the battle with the two brothers and one of them like
oh,
sounded like
vaguely,
really off?
vaguely, yes.
But that's somebody else you can just go, oh well, that's the equipment's fault, the inexperience, things like that. Versus like with what we're talking about now, it's, hey, I tried to do this and turn it out and make a profit and do it in like, you know,
Yeah, but
2 minutes or something.
it just seems like they were extremely penny pinching in this scenario,
Yeah.
and they could have, like, I don't know, pulled people from like, I'm just throwing this out there because this is the only animation thing I know that's associated with Amazon, which is like Vox Machina.
Yeah.
Like, how many wonderful anime or even voice actors are even a part of like that, like those shows, like, why couldn't they just grab them? Like, it just seems so weird, or just grab anybody in general, I guess. It just seems so weird that they wouldn't. And it's weird that Amazon hasn't responded to
I
like all
think
this backlash.
I think part of it in terms of like that is that there is a group that already voices for that and they may have those protected for like Vox Machina and like the Mighty Nine. Um because the people that actually play those characters on Critical Role also voice their characters in the
Yeah,
shows.
no, I know that, but they're also like just regular voice actors.
Yeah.
Like, they
Um but at the same time as that, I don't think they want to pay established voice actors like that, which I would say probably for Vinland Saga that they would need some like good names for that. for
Yeah.
Banana Fish being so old or whatever, they could have probably gotten by with mediocre voice actors.
They could have just put out a fucking sub, put it on subtitled, like, and nobody would give a shit, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like,
there's many different things they could have done that they just didn't. You know.
yeah, there's many different things you could have done, but you just didn't. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And I'm interested to see where this is going to go. Like, as a fan of anime
Yeah.
and everything, like, I want to know where this is going to go. And I feel like we're a little too early on this topic, but uh it could.
I I want to say though, off of something that you said earlier about the shittiness of like Crunchyroll, like paying people though,
Yeah, yeah,
and of course some of these laws that have been like, hey, we want more pay for like foreign media and stuff, um, to be brought over here or to be like taxed more.
yeah.
Um, I would strongly say I feel like anime is going to slowly start dying off with some things and changes like that.
I don't think everything is going to be brought over here.
Yeah. Well,
I
I just think we'll lose some stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, we've lost a lot. Like with the Crunchyroll Funimation merger,
Yeah.
we lost like hundreds and hundreds of licenses that were available. Like we just lost a bunch recently. One of them
Yeah.
being Claymore. Like you can't stream Claymore anywhere legally anymore.
Yeah.
You can, I don't think you can stream Yu Yu Hakusho anymore legally as well.
Yeah.
Like big animes
Yeah.
are going
And
away.
I think things like that are what we're kind of getting turned to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I just think that there's a lot of that stuff that's going on that we're attempting to do, and cutting corners is actually hurting us more than it's helping us.
Yeah, I would say so too. Like, I feel like we're gonna go. I hate to say this because anime is so mainstream nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to be hitting like I don't want to say not like not a resurgence, but like a what do you call it?
Yeah, like the
What
opposite of a resurgence,
what's not a resurgence?
a
Why am I
like
blanking on this?
like a depression kind of sort
A
of.
depression. We're gonna hit an anime depression.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit an anime depression, and we're only gonna get maybe 10 titles a year,
Yeah.
like we
Well,
used to get.
and not only that, but I'm also going to heavily argue will we even get that,
Yeah,
because I feel like with other cartoons that we have that are American and whatnot, that we will have more voice actors that will do that and will get paid mostly fairly, I would
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Um, but most of the voice actors that we have are either going to do audiobooks, or they're going to do things for video games, or they're
yeah.
going to do other stuff like that, because that's where the money's going to be, and not really care that much about anime stuff.
I mean, money is in video games. Like the money for actors is in video games.
Yeah.
That's what I've always heard. I've always heard that. And yeah, this is just such like I did not expect this to be on my bingo card for 2025. Like AI taking over or slowly
No
taking
shit.
over.
I mean, I just hope that it gets done before 2026, because this will be a shitty thing to go into 2026 still riding on.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I figured it was going to happen when I was like, "Hey, you want to talk about this?" And you're like, maybe we'll talk about it later on." And then I get the message today, "Hey, we got to talk about this like now." And I was like,
Yeah, I know.
"Now?"
Because I was like, how far can we take this? Can we make it like an actual like full episode of the
Yeah,
podcast? And I was like, I don't know exactly, but I do feel like as fans, we should be really, really worried. And I feel like this is going to bring up like the dub versus sub debate is like so like 90s. Like, and it's so played out. Like what you like, as long as you like what you like, you know, it's fine. One is not superior than the other. My question is, what just popped into my head, what if they start doing this for the Japanese, like the subtitles? Like, I know they already started using like subtitles, like AI subtitles in like for over here.
I don't know why
Like,
you
what
would
if they
use.
start subbing the voices over in Japan?
You mean dubbing the voices in Japan?
Yeah. But like being like AI and they speak Japanese.
I see. I don't think they'd ever do that. I don't think that Japanese people, for that being their show or their shows, I don't think they would ever do that.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, I feel like they're pretty strong and like, on like accepting part of this as part of their culture, and they're not going to sit there and have, you know, a robot try and take over a person's job.
I don't
A
know.
lot,
Hatsune Miku did pretty well.
like a lot of anime companies kind of do. Now, if you said like subbing the things, I don't think AI is going to really be good at that anyway.
They're not.
But
Like, I've seen it.
but what my other argument for that is, why would you why would you use AI to write you a sub thing when you can already use like an AI translator thing, or not an AI translator, but a regular translator thing?
Or just hire a translator.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I would do that to double check your work, but you know what I'm talking about, like on your phone where you can click it and
Yeah.
like if you're talking to me in a different language, my phone can translate it for me.
Yeah.
Well, my phone's not really technically AI in that sense. It's just telling me what you said.
True.
So, I don't know why you would swap out something else for something that's less than the advancements we've already had on translation tools and stuff to try and use AI translator to really understand part of that stuff.
But we always want like the perfect translation. And I feel like if you use like an AI translator or something like that, you're gonna have like mess ups.
I don't think we will ever have anything 100% perfect. And I'll just say that in the sense of, I had a conversation at work today and we were talking about, because over the weekend I went to go see Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
And we were talking about something for Zootopia 1 when the news anchor people were on, is that one of those people in different countries got changed over to a different animal or something. It was more of
Ooh.
a representation of pride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like an ox or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Or like the one that we've talked about, like Inside Out. Over here, it was broccoli pizza, and somewhere else, it was like green bell pepper pizza. That.
yeah, I mean they've done that before. They also like changed things like pride things and taking things out and stuff
Yeah,
for different
yeah.
countries.
And so, like in that sense too, like why would you leave that up to like an AI tool to be able to do? And if
True.
we're already going to do something like that to change it over for a new company or for a new another country or whatever anyway, why wouldn't you just make sure that it was all correct in that
Yeah.
sense? To me, like swapping over an image is just as important of swapping over the audio, that it makes sense for the people to be able to watch this thing or to read it or listen to it or whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like I don't know. It's just so complicated. Like even with that stuff, like it's different. Because the studios want to like appeal to like those markets and stuff. Like, a lot of people have that's why we get a lot of like Chinese actors and stuff in like movies and stuff over here that are like big budget because they help fund them and stuff, and they get a
Yeah,
lot of of the residuals and like money from like overseas in China and stuff. So like it's a whole thing.
yeah,
There
yeah,
there are whole movies that are like flops over here, but were huge in China for some reason because China has a big movie population. I
yeah,
guess I don't know, but like it's
yeah.
still
It's kind of like kung fu movies over here. When kung fu
yeah,
movies first started coming over here, like not a lot of people cared about them, and then
yeah,
it was here and it kind of went away. Like it was more niche than even like anime, I would say, like now.
They wouldn't let Jackie Chan dub his own movies.
Yeah. So I mean, you had stuff like that, and then it like came around full circle because then
Yeah.
more people were like, "Oh yeah, I want to watch this. Let's you know, let's do Drunken Master. Let's
Or
do
Rumble in the Bronx.
yeah, let's do these movies and bring them back and go from there, you know." So
Yeah.
um we just had more stuff like that where
Yeah.
you
I
know it
actually watched a movie today. I went to go see a movie. I went to go see Rent a Family. Have you seen that one?
not yet.
Okay, so when that one comes out on streaming, I definitely recommend watching it. I will say half the movie is subtitled because it's in they're in Japan.
So you're saying cover it for the podcast?
I mean, it's actually pretty good. It's about this like I don't know if he's like a failed actor, but it's Brendan Fraser, and he's
Yeah,
playing like a somewhat down on his luck actor, and he's living in Japan, and he gets it's funny. So it's he's like, oh, they're okay. I got you a gig, and he goes to place like a they called it like grieving American is what his thing was, and so he had to go sit at a funeral, but it was a fake funeral for somebody to feel like what it was like to like be at their own funeral. It was fucking weird at first, and then
yeah,
like he becomes different roles. So he like hangs out with this guy and plays video games. He like plays his friend, and then he plays this little girl's dad, so she can get into like a school. Like there's a whole thing, and he gets like attached to these people and stuff. It's a really interesting movie, I have to say.
yeah, yeah.
Like it was like a solid freaking movie. And I would like to cover the podcast one day, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have no more to say about this topic. I'm surprised we got like 20 minutes out of it, to be honest. Like,
Hey, we're almost at 30.
I
No,
know.
no, I mean, I agree with that, and like we were talking about for Amazon, who has like a big pull on a lot of this stuff, and is like a one of the biggest companies still of doing stuff that almost everything goes through. Like it's kind of upsetting that they thought like, hey, we can just kind of like pull the rug out from under some of these anime and try and like pass them by. And I'm sure as we like move forward, there will be other ones that pop up that are like, hey, yeah, this one was also dubbed in some kind of way
And
by
they were
AI.
like, it was like in like the beta session, like a beta version of the program. It wasn't even like their full blown uh like like gold program or whatever, like they were still in the testing process. So like they just soft dropped all this anime that was AI dubbed.
Yeah. And, and I mean, maybe it was like maybe people won't care.
Yeah, maybe people won't care.
Obviously they do. Um, but
Yeah.
like my other thing is like where do you go next? Because obviously either this is gonna have to be fixed or people aren't like there's no point of them keeping it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's either gonna have to be fixed where people are gonna watch it and enjoy it and open up a few more jobs for that to happen and have fun with it. Um, you know, stuff like that, or like is the next thing that's going to happen, like what other companies will we see, especially like with anime or even manga, have them come out
I
and
think
translate.
I think Disney said they were going to do something with AI, but I don't remember what exactly it was. And I was just like, "Oh god, like I don't know. I'm opposed to this 100%. Like I have no
Yeah,
problem like with AI like helping you. You're typing out something, you're writing something out, it helps you like, make it better and and stuff like that. But like when it comes to like artwork and stuff and like just art in general, I am not here for AI.
yeah,
Like I was watching I got sucked into this one thing the other day. This guy, So it was like the the likeness in like the page for Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger,
Yeah.
got like somebody like owns it now, sort of, and like it runs this page, and they started making like AI generated merchandise with like artwork and stuff on it, and people were calling them out and stuff, and it was just really weird.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, no, no, it's not AI art. And people like took it and like generated the exact same thing basically in AI art. Like, I don't think AI is being used to help something. I think it's being used as a crutch, to be honest, and people are leaning on it very hard.
Yeah. Because it's all about that
Yeah,
money.
people want to make that money off of it because they're like, oh, I can just tell it to generate something, and then it like poof, it does it. And I take the image and slap it on a muck coffee mug or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that's I don't know. It just really rubs me the wrong way. Even though I played around with AI here and there, it just still rubs me the wrong way, and I don't want it to continue.
Yeah. I I I think that it should be a stepping stone for you to like
Yeah,
move on somewhere else. Um, if you like an example, like for me, if you're like, yeah, I like my D&D character, I can't really find anything like in particular. And you go onto like one of the image ones and you just like make one, maybe something that looked kind of like your character, and you pull it off and you throw it on there. Okay, you've done
yeah,
this thing, but at some point, like you have to have the credibility of saying like, yeah, I generated that. There's other stuff on there. Like there's a lot of things that you're gonna have to like kill off.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I think
yeah,
it stifles creativity, to be honest.
yeah.
Like I really
Uh,
do.
I mean, and the things that I would say that you could use it for, like that are even worth your effort, are like so minute. Like
Yeah,
you need a little symbol for a thing. Like, hey, we have a superhero that we're doing, and he's like a rip off Green Lantern, and you go, yeah, I'd like a little symbol that's like a lantern but not a lantern, and they shoot you like a white star with a bat.
it's a flashlight.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, well let me like take this and throw it on the guy. Okay, maybe that's fine enough. Maybe that's something that you can use and re-hand draw on the thing, and it'll work. you know. But at the end of the day, that's still something like if somebody asks you like that, you got to be honest about it.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, no, yeah, no, most definitely. But yeah, I have nothing else to say on this, to be honest.
I only have one more thing to say on
Okay,
this,
okay.
and it's the thing that you had actually just brought up of you and I playing around with AI images.
Oh yeah,
We do have a Takuology to go. That if you guys would like to go check it out or anything, it was basically renditions of Mike and I in many different random poses and shit with dinosaurs in real life and pastels and pixels or whatever. And we just basically like ran with it and like would get images and threw like a bunch up there.
they were
And
really bad.
yeah, I mean they're all over the place. I mean
They
there's
were
some of the
sometimes one of us
there's
had like an extra arm, I
yeah,
think it was.
there's some of the cringy ones that are in there too because I was like, if we're gonna do this, we might as well just have it for shits and giggles and put it out there. And I mean, there's some of them where you count the hand and you're like, there's like
There's
there's 18 fingers on that hand.
the ones that really cracked me up were like the realistic ones,
Yeah,
where like it looked like an actual photo.
yeah. Those are crazy to me too. And then the my favorite one is where it looked like I think it was one you did where you're standing in front of me and I'm standing behind you, and it looks like it's an elbow coming out of my crotch, and it
Yeah,
looks like Mike's got like a dick on his shoulder, and you're like, who put that in there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
You know,
AI is not 100% perfect. It'll get really scary when it is, and will get scary when it's hard to tell.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
I mean, I wholeheartedly think when we do get closer to that, that there will be a lot of things that will tell you that that's what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Although my favorite AI so far, it's a little video series that I see. It's like cat on porch, and then cat has like a gun or a bazooka, or is like cooking hibachi.
oh my god.
And then like the owner comes out and they're like, "Quit it! Stop it!"
I think I get most of those from you.
They're like, "Stop it! Go away!" Which I know it's AI, and I just like it's still kind of funny. Like it's kind of funny.
You cooked this wrong. Meow meow
Yeah,
meow meow meow. Yeah. Or there's a cat in the convenience store with a shotgun. Yeah, I mean
yeah.
random shit like that. Some of it makes you laugh and like I could get on board with some of that shit, but like at the end of the day,
When
that's
people try
also
to
just
when people try to pass it off as like real life, I
yes.
feel like you've gone too far.
Yes.
Like,
That I think that also gets you into hot water where it's what was it? Because I think we talked about it a couple episodes ago where there was the I think she was a TV actress and somebody sent her husband like a video of her having sex with somebody
oh,
and
I vaguely know that. I
it
vaguely know
ended
what
up
you're talking about. Yeah.
it ended up being like a scene that's actually in like one
Did
of
they like?
those and they superimposed like the AI generated her face over the other person's face,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, and I mean that's stuff that can really ruin people. So,
yeah, yeah. No,
you
it
know,
can. It can really ruin people. I'd have to say,
yeah,
and I hope it doesn't go any further than like where it's at now.
yeah.
But it's funny when people get tricked by it sometimes. Like people will send me stuff and I'm like, oh, that's AI, oh, it's not real. It would be cool if it was real, but it's not, you know. Um,
Yeah, which one more thing before we get off of this subject and everything. It does kind of remind me on what is it, Redbubble? And
the
there's one
Redbubble.
other one. Yeah, where it's like other art that people have already done and somebody will either like trace over it or something
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
they'll claim it as theirs and sell it on like coffee mugs and stuff.
yeah,
You know, that I feel like that's kind of in the area where we're at. Those were people that found a way to get around the system, kind of. And now people are trying those people are probably the same ones trying to use the AI tools to also do the same thing.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
So,
I agree. Yeah, it's all just this big old shit show.
yeah. But if you would like something that is not AI generated, that
The Otakuology podcast is not AI
sometimes
generated.
sometimes oh yeah, we make too many mistakes for us to be AI generated.
Yeah, that's true.
Um yeah, if you want something that's not AI generated, as Otaku Mike over here said, listen to the Otakuology podcast because obviously there's some good shit on there and it is not AI generated. And you know, every listen helps two guys that you
It
could
does.
you could be helping out instead of listening or trying to buy AI shit that nobody wants.
It does. And people do say that we have a really good rapport. I feel like it's not as good right now because we're probably both really, really tired. I'm really tired at the moment. Um,
Oh no, see, look, AI, did you see him glitch?
do you see me glitch? Oh no. They're turning the frogs gay. They're turning the frogs gay. Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Uh, I watched that. But have you seen the the documentary? It's like Alex Jones versus like the Sadie Hook High School.
I don't think so.
So he basically thought, I don't know if he thought or he just went with it. Like he said like this school shooting was like fake. And
Yeah.
he ran with it for years and got like different like all these people to like bully the families of the dead children, and they would go in and be like, oh, there's a glitch here, you can see that they superimposed his head on the live news feed and stuff, and it was just, and it turned out to be all false. Like there was actually a school shooting, and like people
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
like it's weird, like people have all this proof in front of them and they like refuse to believe that it's, even with AI they refuse to believe that it's like it's not real or it's real or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's in this day and age, like what can you really believe in a sense,
Yeah. No, we are going down both those roads entirely. It's you either believe something too much because AI is generated and a lot of people have reposted it and made it seem like it's real, or it's something that has completely gotten deleted out, or on the flip side, you have people where they stop wanting to support other people because they can't tell if it's fake or not.
I like to believe in the mindset nothing is true, everything is permitted.
I I like to believe in the mindset of if you have something where you talk and it's Instagram or whatever, then I can probably figure out what kind of person you are and tell if you're an AI person or
Oh no, he just glitched out. He just glitched out.
if you're really
Oh
going to.
no.
What?
AI. Jen is now AI. He just glitched out for like 5 seconds. Skynet
No.
has gotten to Jen. There's nothing we can do about it. This is going to be a solo podcast from now on.
Oh no.
We're not with your filthy robots, okay?
This is true.
Anyways.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Peace out and stay safe, and make sure to go listen to the podcast.
Don't be an AI.